The SEC just made a massive announcement. This is maybe one of the most bullish things we've seen for crypto, maybe ever coming from the SEC. This is such a big change from Gary Gensler, and I think it's taking a lot of Wall Street even off guard. And I had to triple check that I was reading the announcement right. It's crazy. But at the same time, Bitcoin's not flying up. It's a really bullish piece of news from the SEC, but we still have Bitcoin falling down a little bit throughout the day. 117.3 is where we're at right now. I want to explain why that's happening. Also, we'll talk about what's going to happen in a few hours, what is happening right now with people going extremely risk on in the stock market. Let's go through it. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to trade crypto, check out BitUniX underneath the video. They just started a new bonus. You can see a 20% bonus. So if you deposit 200 USDT, you get 40 USDT in a futures bonus. All the way up to 2,000, they're giving you 400 USDT futures bonus. So sign up, get free money. Check it out underneath the video. If you want to trade too, I've actually been opening some more positions. I think now is a great time to be trading. By the way, there is a link to my Telegram underneath the video. I just pushed two exclusive videos over there, including one explaining my stock portfolio, which I covered it yesterday right before Meta and Microsoft spiked up and they're part of my portfolio. I also just put a new video in there that's just for the Telegram, and it's, I think, a really good video for people to watch. So check it out. It's free. It's like a Patreon, but free. It's underneath the video. You can see the traditional markets pulling back. We were so green earlier today, and yet now the Dow's down, the S&P 500 is down, the NASDAQ's down. Kind of interesting. Could be just fear over, I guess, what Jerome Powell said yesterday. Could be fear over the jobs report tomorrow. Could be something else too. Maybe people taking profits. Meta and Microsoft still up significantly. Actually, 3 or 4 of my top holdings are up significantly. We do have Apple and Amazon reporting after hours today, so be on the lookout for that. Tether just reported it profited $2.6 billion so far this year from its Bitcoin and Treasury assets. Obviously, they are a very profitable company, and they continue to buy Bitcoin. This is interesting. The S&P 500 is up 57% and has hit 71 all-time highs since Michael Burry said sell. I just thought this was interesting because even right now, we're seeing a bit of a pullback. People are like, oh, okay, why is there so much good news, but yet we're not moving up? Just zoom out a little bit. If we go back 2 years, Michael Burry said sell in 2023, and we were in like the $20,000 to $30,000 range. We're up massively. So, sometimes we have a little breather that we take. You can see we've seen this a handful of times where we went sideways for a while, even, fell down and then made another big move up. The S&P 500 is up 57%. Bitcoin's up like 400%. We just got the White House advisor confirming a strategic Bitcoin reserve is coming, and they're going to continue accumulation. He said they're going to try to buy as much as possible. This is what's so interesting, though, since my last video. The SEC chairman, Paul Atkins, unveils Project Crypto, a commission-wide push to modernize security rules and move U.S. financial markets on-chain. The SEC is making a push for crypto. Like, they are bullish on crypto, trying to make crypto even bigger, trying to bring securities to the blockchain, trying to bring real estate, whatever it is. Right? Like, this is crazy. Just a few weeks ago, President Trump signed the Genius Act into law, ensuring America will continue to lead in global payments with a gold standard stablecoin regulatory framework. Yesterday, the President's Working Group on Digital Assets released the PWG report with clear recommendations for the SEC and other federal agencies to build a framework to maintain U.S. dominance in crypto asset markets. And then one day later, they're starting this Project Crypto. This is really well thought out and communicated. The president said last week he wants the entire world running on the backbone of American technology. So that is why Paul is launching Project Crypto and directing the SEC's policy division to work with the crypto task force led by Commissioner Pierce to swiftly develop proposals to implement the PWG's recommendations. Project Crypto will help ensure that the U.S. remains the best place in the world to start a business, develop cutting-edge technology, and participate in capital markets. We will reshore the crypto businesses that fled our country, particularly those that were crippled by the previous administration's crusade and Operation Choke Point 2.0. So they are going full bull mode on crypto. Here's just a couple bullet point items. The SEC chair says he has directed staff to develop a framework to allow crypto securities and non-securities to be traded side by side. SEC chair says most crypto assets are not securities. I mean, Gary Gensler couldn't even say if Ethereum was a security or not. SEC launches Project Crypto to move all markets on chain. SEC announces launch of Project Crypto initiatives to modernize securities rules, move markets on chain. Like, what more do you need? The president is bullish. So many politicians are bullish. The biggest financial institutions in the world are bullish. And even the government body that's really supposed to rein crypto in and make sure that they're complying, they're bullish. Like, they are trying to create frameworks and trying to bring more people and companies and businesses into crypto. That is just crazy. Crazy how bullish this is. We are seeing more and more companies buy Ethereum too. I just found this website actually, strategicethreserve.xyz. And it shows you how much has been accumulated by these companies. We have more and more companies all the time acquiring Ethereum. Now, BlackRock owns like 2.5% of the supply with their ETH ETF, and we continue to see companies like the Ether Machine buying 320,000 ETH, Bitmine, Immersion buying 266,000 of ETH. Just crazy, the accumulation and how fast it's accelerated even just this month. So we continue to see more people go risk on too. Of course, the traditional markets are down a little bit today, but Figma just IPO'd and their IPO price was $33. They're at $111. They're up 233% a day. You can see so many people going risk on. Like Figma's up 233%. Circle went IPO and they're up like 600%. This brings people more options to invest in, and I think just shows that there is a general risk appetite for profitable, quickly growing companies. And this is just kind of fascinating to watch. I don't own Figma by any means, but if you do want to know the stocks I own, because it is important to have a strong base outside of crypto in my mind, you can check out my Telegram. All this good news from the SEC, and yet the price isn't moving. Of course, there is manipulation all the time in crypto, trying to force out longs, trying to get people to quit. That's why we continue to see moves like this, where we chop down and sideways, people get bored, we go, and it looks like we might break out to new all-time highs, and then we fall down to a new low. 70,000 to 49,000 very quickly, cascading down. This forces people out of the market, and then we chop a little bit more and then make a big move up. Same thing here. The tariffs also played a role, but new all-time high and then chop down. And then people think we're going into a bear market. Then we go back up to new all-time highs. That could be happening now. So to be clear, there's manipulation, but in the background, there's good news happening all the time. If you do want to trade crypto, check out the link underneath the video to BYDeFi or to BitUnix. Both are great platforms. Both of them have bonuses going on right now. BYDeFi has that $10,000 XRP bonus that you can get right now just for trading on the platform. And if you join right now, you'll be included in all the future giveaways that we have too. We just did one on Bitcoin. Now we're doing one on XRP. And if you're wanting to check out BitUnix, they have that 20% bonus. BTCC is underneath the video as well, and they do a 10% bonus. So check those out. I like using multiple exchanges. You should too. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon.